Did you see that, that when we were sitting over here trying to think of what to do, that piece of ass that walked out, that blonde girl? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She's a very pretty girl. I think I'm going to go back to school.
You wouldn't want someone in the World Wrestling Federation that actually can put acid in seats for the first time in a long time. Oh, Lord!
Sorry, what we have hired. We got us a G-Hawk. J-Hawk.
Leaders stay up all night. 6 a.m. we lost the fight. He sails on mighty rough seas. Now he's easy to please.
In early 2002, I stumbled across an internet ad for a new reality program to be aired on Home Box Office, HBO. Candidate 2012 would follow one lucky American on a 10-year quest to earn the presidency through a grassroots campaign. The revolution, it seemed, would be televised on premium cable. After sending in a written application, I was contacted by the program's casting director, who asked me to send in a video chronicling my life and my stands on the issues. Surely, this would be my first step towards a life alongside James Gandolfini, Sarah Jessica Parker, Chris Rock, Dennis Miller, and that asshole from Arliss. Sending this tape would jumpstart my career. The guy who said there is no shortcuts was wrong, and nobody remembers his name anyway. This would be my big break, and I would soon have a national forum to display my intellect, compassion, and maturity. Well, this is the big news. Without any further ado, I've been chosen to audition for an HBO show.
Hey,
That's good.
Oh, thanks.
what show?
Good show.
Candidate 2012 in Los Angeles. They'll be flying me out on April 26th
Oh, yeah?
to compete, I suppose, with 13 other people to get an HBO series where someone's going to run for president.
How long are you going to be there?
They're keeping me there till May 1st, but I'm going to stay with my sister afterwards for a few more weeks and check out Los Angeles, check out the West Coast. Hopefully
That's
this
nice.
show will come out.
What part
Hey,
of
good
LA?
luck.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Come on.
All right. Hi, my name is Michael Clark Messier, also known as Mike Messier, and I'm here to discuss why I should be chosen as the candidate for HBO's documentary or piece, Candidate 2012. Well, let's start at the top. First of all, I think there's never been, to my knowledge, a candidate who is well, maybe I have a lot in common with previous candidates. Obviously, I'm a tall, Caucasian, blonde-haired male, but there are some things about me that are different. For instance, I have tattoos. Ooh, you probably have a lot of people with tattoos, but look at mine. They're interesting. This, as you see, I just got last week. It's a half wolf, half cat with a snake tongue. It's kind of the yin and yang, kind of represents myself. Fierce to some, a house cat to others, but always with a sharp tongue. Profound. Then we move on to the tattoo I've had for a long time. And this is a tattoo that says the word God, and it has a blue cross on it. Now, I often get people asking me, why would I do such a thing and get the word God and a cross tattooed on my arm? And I say, in case I forget my name. No, I'm just kidding, that's a joke. But I think a lot of politicians claim to have a belief in God, and then they sleep with a secretary or an intern, or they get involved in some type of thing. You know, so why else should I run for president? I think that this experiment it can best serve to provoke the country. And I would like people to see me on television and say, you know, if this guy's running for president, then I should run for president. Or maybe, you know, not run for president, but maybe city council or mayor of a particular city. Now, coming from my background, I grew up in Fairfax, Virginia, Burke, Virginia, and we're very close to Washington, D.C., and I grew up watching Mayor Marion Barry, who, as you may or may not know, got busted on a crack possession with a prostitute and was put in jail. And then I moved to Providence, Rhode Island in 1995, and our mayor, Buddy Cianci, is currently under indictment for what they call plunderdome, and has also served in jail previous sentences for beating up his wife's boyfriend, and then he got out of jail, he got reelected. So I've grown up basically with probably the two worst mayors as role models in my life. Now, if that has stirred me, seeing corruption in government, to come to you, and apply for this position as candidate for President of the United States of America, imagine the flaws that people can see in my armor and say, hey, if this guy, Mike Messier, wants to be president, and let's take a look at him, and now we'll get introspective on me, and say he's arrogant, he's vulgar, he's out of shape, he's attractively large. The whole manic depressive angle, I think a lot of people in this country do take medications, and I can be kind of a I can be like, hey, look, even if you take medications, even if you have problems, you can still be a winner. You can still be a winner in the game of life. And I think that's what I am.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lenny. How are you? Lenny Schwartz.
Okay. My friend Mike Messier here sent in a tape to HBO for a new documentary reality type show they're doing called Campaign 2012.
Campaign 2012.
What he's going to be doing is he's going to be going around the country kind of lobbying to run for president, but the whole actual backstory of it all is he's going to be trying to get people's opinions on what they want in another president in the country. Thousands of people sent the tapes in. He is one of 14 finalists.
Are you serious?
So,
congratulations.
So what we got to do is we got to send this tape in, get you to sign your name, the town you live in, your email address.
Okay, sure.
We got to get 100 of these, 100 names.
Glad to be number one.
Or as many as we can. And that's what we got to do. We got to send that in with the tape.
Look at that name.
Everyone's excited because they have no hands. No one has a shoe shine to be slick and dance. Everyone's satisfied.
All right, everybody. Now you're probably wondering what the smudge baby got to do with Mikey Messier. What does smudge baby got to do with Campaign 2012? You see, motherfuckers, this is how it works. Mike Messier is president. Well, who the hell do you think's gonna be the first lady? It's gonna be none other than Smudge Baby. That's right. Oh Lord. Now, before I let you go, I'm just gonna take off my little gloves and I'm just gonna cozy up in my little chair. Say goodbye to Smudge Baby. Campaign 2000 HBO. You motherfuckers better be there. Woo! And I'm gone. Oh Lord.
Upon returning to Rhode Island, I was saddened to learn that I would not be hired by Vince McMahon and the World Wrestling Entertainment as a creative writer. Angered, I sent in an audition tape for their new reality television program, Tough Enough 3, which airs on MTV.
What is this? What is this? I'll tell you what it is. It's my rejection notice from the World Wrestling Federation. My letter of rejection saying, thank you, but no thank you, for my storyline that I wrote, trying to be a writer for the Wrestling Federation known as the WWF. But we're not here to talk about that right now. You see, just as one door has been closed, one door has been shut on me, I'm going to kick down another door for the World Wrestling Federation. You see, I guess you don't want a new puppet master. I guess everyone's happy with the puppet master of Vince McMahon. They're happy with the way things are, the status quo, the slight decline in the ratings, the circular and the secular motions of sports entertainment. I guess that's fine, isn't it? You wouldn't want to blow the roof off this thing. You wouldn't want to compete with the NFL, Major League Baseball, the National Basketball Association, HBO. You wouldn't want that to happen now, would you? You wouldn't want someone in the World Wrestling Federation that actually could put asses in seats for the first time in a long time. Not someone who needs a catchphrase, like the people's elbow, or the people's rock, or the people's anything. You might want someone with a little originality, wouldn't you? You think you would want that, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, now you want me to do a little puppet show. Now you want me to lift a few weights. Well, you see, I'm not going to lift a few weights. I'm not going to do a few jumping jacks. I'm not going to do a few squat thrusts for anyone. You see, when you're looking into my eyes, you're looking into the eyes of someone who knows better. I speak to the gods. I walk in the footsteps of Brody, Andre, Adonis, and the Von Erichs, and I'm here to reclaim wrestling. I'm here to make wrestling what it should have been all along. And that's something beyond sports entertainment, world wrestling entertainment. That's something beyond that. Oh, you want to tell old Danny Boy Flanahan that he's vanilla and he's boring. Is that right, Alvin? Alvin Snow? Mr. Centaur? Mr. Head? Well, you know something, Alvin? Let me tell you something, Mr. Snow. Let me ask you something. Do you think that you're that interesting? Do you think Bob Holly's that interesting? Chavo Guerrero Jr.'s that interesting? I don't think they're that interesting. No offense, Mr. World Wrestling Entertainment Superstar, but I think Danny Boy, with his boringness, was a little more entertaining than you. Oh, you want to know if I'm a little erratic? I'm a little psycho. Well, you see something? I think the sport needs someone who can say something a little psycho. I think the sport needs someone who can say something a little interesting, exciting, entertainment. Oh, okay. Now you want to know about me, the real me. You want to talk to me. You want to know me. You want to know me. Who am I? 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 My name is Michael Messier. I've wrestled as Smudge Baby. I've wrestled as Mad Dog Mike Messier. But now I'm here. Now I'm here trying to make something of myself. I'm here trying to make something of myself. Oh, I don't want to break the policy, so here's 5 minutes of entertainment, of exercise, okay? Here's my finger. There's my finger. Okay? You wanna put me up like Perry Saturn? You wanna see tattoos? I'll show you tattoos. No. Let's save something, okay? Let's save something for when something's gonna happen. You want to take my storylines and send them back to me? You want to tell me that Stephanie McMahon is a better writer than me? No, Stephanie McMahon was born into this business. Vince McMahon was born into this business. Chavo, with his flying horse, was born into this business. I made myself into this business. I brought myself in, despite people telling me that there's, oh yeah, we don't need another guy like you. Oh yeah, the numbers are against you. But you know what? I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about the numbers because the numbers mean nothing. The only numbers that matter are the people that are going to tune off NBC, HBO, ABC, and tune in to the national network or the Nashville network or MTV Tough Enough or whatever it is, whatever forum that it is. You see, I think it's time that you stopped holding back this thing you call wrestling, this thing you call sports entertainment. Stop holding it back and start showing the people The people in this country, their new hero. And that hero is me, Michael Clark Messier. And I'm not just tough enough, I'm psychotic enough!
Sensing a lack of interest in Mike Messier, I allowed my body to be overcome by the spirit of smudge, baby, in an attempt to get booked on the Jerry Springer Show.
Hit it!
Yo, I'm Smudge Baby, Balls Mahoney. I've been a big fan of yours for a long time. Matter of fact, I always thought if Balls Mahoney joined the New World Order, you could have been three Balls Mahoney.
Put that on me, please.
Right off the hill, I'm gonna throw you over.
I am not talking to someone like that. Goodbye.
Smudge! I said smudge! I said sweet motherfucking smudge!
I got an appetite for wrestling. Where is the bitch in handcuffs? Oh Lord!
Seems like everybody is very constipated in their emotional blockade.
Are you ready to meet my little baby? Oh, don't say no, sweetie. You're going to babysit the bitch in a few weeks. Her name is Lucy Leprosy. Because she keeps falling to pieces. Oh, Lord. You can't run straight. I was a little impotent just like that. Come, Lucy. It's time that you found out, little girl. Oh, this is my little girl. My name is the lovely Smudge Baby. And I'm from beautiful Providence, Rhode Island. Oh, Lord. But you understand, you're here right in time, just in time for the lovely Smudge Baby to tell his little daughter, the lovely Lucy Leprosy. You see, she was born without a leg, oh Lord, and without an arm. You see, they say that if you look deep inside a Smudge Baby, they can find those missing parts. But you see, little Lucy Leprosy, I got some good news, you see, because we're soon going to see your daddy. Your daddy's a TV star. Your daddy's a big famous celebrity. Oh Lord, your daddy's in Chicago, Lucy Leprosy. That's right, oh Lord, it's the ringmaster himself. Jerry Springer's your daddy, little girl. Oh, my little girl needs a hug. My little girl's never met a big daddy, Jerry Springer, before, but she's gonna meet him. Now I'm gonna tell you, Jerry Springer, you better start paying the alimony. You better start paying the child support for little Lucy Leprosy, because baby, even though she's half a little girl, she's still got a full appetite. But I'll tell you what I got an appetite for. I got an appetite for wrestling. Woo! I want to come to sweet home Chicago, home of Michael Jordan and his beautiful slam dunk, and home of Dennis Rodman and his fine funk, and home of Jake and the Blues Brothers. Oh, that's right, the Blues Brothers, and home of the world famous Chicago Bulls and little Mikey Ditka. Oh Lord, and all those famous football players. Dick Butt Kiss. I love to kiss that butt. But I'm looking forward to Chicago, and I want to say this. I'm going to take on any of those little scallywaggy hankies in the audience, any of those little girls in Chicago that want to mess with the intergender wrestling champion of the universe, following the traditions of the wonderful Andy Kaufman. I'm gonna wrestle any of those little girls in Chicago in a little pool, a little plastic pool full of sweet honey from the bee, and sliced bananas from the tree. That's what I'm gonna do. And after I beat those bikini clad little girls from Chicago, I'm gonna take on Big Studley Steve. That's who I'm gonna take on. And I'm gonna take on your little daddy, girl. I'm gonna take on the Big JS himself. Now I'm gonna show you people that Smudge Baby means business. You're gonna see a little videotape highlight film of Smudge Baby's careers in wrestling. And entertaining the people of Rhode Island, because now it's time to come home to sweet home Chicago and Jerry Springer, because baby, when you were out to sea, you left your little men with me. You understand what the smudge baby's saying? In Chicago, I'm looking forward to bringing the smudge baby, ooh, and Lucy Leprosy home. All right, I'm out. Ooh, Lord, you know that's the truth.
Movies fail. It's a fact. Other than the reasons Matt mentioned, sleep, alcohol, and watching other people's movies, here are a few of the more common reasons people fail to make their low or even micro-budget movie. Number 1. Put it off until tomorrow. More commonly known as wait until everything is ready, like money. Also, there's that great party, you'll miss out on it if you shoot your movie. Maybe your movie can wait another day. I mean, what's a day, right? Wrong. Number 2. Trust that your friends really want to help you just because they say they do. In trusting them, you're failing to realize that this is what you want to do, not necessarily what they want to do. And when it comes time for them to be there for you, they may have other responsibilities. Number 3. Let your boyfriend/girlfriend around during production. Sure, she can help out, right? Another person on the crew can always be a benefit. What's this? You're spending time with other people? Hey, I need some attention. I saw you looking at that actress. Number 4. Not having backup actors and locations available. Did you make sure the location you had in mind was available for the hours you wanted to use it? Did you get the permission, or are you just gonna wait until someone comes up and asks what the hell you're doing before you ask? What about that girl who can't wait to be in your movie, that suddenly has to go away for college? Do you have a replacement for her? What about backup equipment for when someone decides to spill soda into your camera or tape over your footage with them talking to themselves? Right, that would never happen, so probably you don't need to pay attention to that rule. Number 5. Getting pissed because everyone is preventing you from doing the simplest things. They nag, they question your choices, have to go to the bathroom at the worst possible times. They'll push you and hold up production and then wonder what the hell your problem is just before they walk off the set. After all, you're not paying them, and they only need the slightest excuse to leave, and so that way they'll still have a clear conscience. Number 6. Let the slowing momentum and obstacles overtake you. You gave it your best shot, right? Which basically leads to the next rule. Number 7. Give in to the excuses. What kind of excuses? Oh, money, resources, any of the above rules that I mentioned already. Start giving yourself a way out and you'll let yourself quit. This way your movie will never get made. That's what happens.